Right, let's create another keyframe. So instead of just spinning, we're going to move it. So what are we going to do? We're just going to make it disappear. So make it roll down. So it goes out of the page, right? And then continues to come from top and goes like this all the time. So kind of like raindrops or snow that twirls, whatever. But we're going to create a new keyframe for this. So keyframes, what? It kind of isn't that. There we go. That looks more correct. Keyframe, and let's go on and call it drop. Drop to spin. Spin to drop. Yeah, there we go. Spin to drop. With a capital small s. So like, I don't know, name it whatever you want. And instead of using from to, I'm just going to use you so we can see the other example. From 0%, you're going to do something, and to 100%, you're going to do something. 100%. And we need those, not the standard parentheses. So like this. Nope, I did it again. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to assign a top. So where is its starting position? Let's go 20 pixels. Let's see what happens, right? We're just testing. And what happens when it gets to 100%? Where should the planet be? Where should it be rolled? We're going to add 100%. So let's see if this does anything, or if we need to add something. I think we do, but let's see. So nothing happens. Boo, right? We are going to add something because this indicates that we're using position absolute. So we need to add this to our planet as well. So let's try adding position absolute and see what happens. Nothing still happens, right? That's not right. And the reason for this, of course, is what it's doing, it's spinning. Right? We told it to spin, look here, we told it to spin, but we have not yet told it to actually spin to drop. So we need to add the animation for that one as well. And we're just going to do right after infinite or infinity or whatever it's how you pronounce it, we're going to add in yet another animation, and we're going to add in the name spin to drop. And same as before, we're going to tell how long is it going to take to actually roll out of the screen. So I'm going to add 10 seconds, maybe a little bit long. Let's go 6 seconds, that's better. Linear timeline, and it's going to do it forever, ever and ever. Let's try and see what this does. Hopefully it starts rolling. And now you can see, I don't know if the 100%, bam, and it goes up there. Maybe we should start it at 0%, see what happens. That's the same, right? But if you want to move it up here, you can just do, like I had before, minus 50 maybe, 25. Oh, it's kind of big, 100 pixels. So the starting position is now minus 100. If you want to, you know the planet is 200, right? So you should probably do it from minus 200 to have the best kind of view for this. I'm just going to wait for it. So now it starts up there again, going down. So this is just an infinite loop with keyframes and adding keyframes and more animations to the same element. And that's cool, right? But if you want to, you can also say, well, we don't want it to do any of these things before we actually hover over it. So let's do gray, planet, hover, and just paste this in here. So once we hover the planet, it's going to roll. That was easy. And just like you did in the previous one, if you want to have some, something called a, let's go, roll planet. So we're just going to create roll me, right? So we're just going to create a button up here called roll me. So what did we do in the last one? We actually told it to, if we want to hover on roll me, was it an ID? I think it was. Yes. So roll me, hover, and what kind of sign did we use last time? We did this. Let's try if that works. See, save. So nothing happens on the planet, but if I hover up here, still nothing happens because I did something wrong. Which was roll me. Let's see up here. Roll planet. Oops, sorry. So let's just fix that. The name was roll planet, not roll me. Strange. And then we get this by hovering the roll me, so not the planet. So now you know these small things, you can start doing really fun stuff with animations by using SES, by using these CSS selectors like the tilde sign and so on. And hovering over one area, you can make more than one thing actually do specific things. But that's adding more keyframe to this, and the next videos I'm going to be using what we actually cut out in our Illustrator from the first video. So that's what we're going to be doing next.